Hey everyone, this is the Geeky Panda here on the Geeky Panda blog, Friday guys, with a video opinion this time. And, you know, of me, no gameplay footages, none of that commentary shit. And do know this video will contain language, so just keeping that in mind. I'm doing more opinion videos on Heroes of Cosplay. Shoot me now. Because there are more episodes out right now, they're releasing more episodes. Now, I think they're on episode 8, but you can get my opinion video later. Right now, we're talking about episode 7. The convention is going to be Kamikaze Expo, which is Stan Lee's convention. And the cosplayers is we have most of them are from the first season. Well, technically, this is still the first season. And then we got a new player. So, first and foremost, we got Chloe, one of my most favorite cosplayers in the earlier episodes, because to me, I felt like that she was more in tune to what cosplay was really about. That anyone can do it. It's to have fun. It's to not like make money, or or all that stuff. It's just have fun, be yourself, and be with other like-minded people. So Chloe's in there doing a group. Decided to do a group cosplay competition, group cosplay to compete in the convention with Jessica and Holly from Capcrat Industries. They're going to be doing Pokemon Y cosplay group. Sorry, I'm kind of sick right now too, so please bear with me. They're going to be doing a Pokemon cosplay group for this for the group competition, which I am not going to say the names of the Pokemon. Just watch it yourself. But but Pokemon is something that that is insanely recognizable. We all know what Pokemon is, if you are a geek. So they're going to be doing that. We have Jessie, yes, Jessie back again, who cosplayed the one of the protagonists. Don't even necessarily call him protagonist per se, because he's a pirate. But he did a cosplay from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And then we also got YaYaHan, who YaYaHan was shown in this episode, but she wasn't competing because she was invited to an international cosplay event, which was more about the cosplayers and the photographers. Excuse me, which was more about the cosplayers and the photographers, just doing their thing together. So she wasn't really, she wasn't competing. She was just doing that. And we have a new, oh, I forgot Jessie will be doing a Mega Man cosplay. I forgot to say that, I'm sorry. But then we have a new person on the block, Indra, who is known as Fantasy Ninja, one of a good friend to YaYaHan, or yeah, it can be a good friend, yeah. She is a veteran cosplayer who's coming back in the cosplay competitions, trying to make a name for herself, and to try to get more coverage of what she does, because she wants to do more into this. She wants to become more serious. So I give her kudos for that. Good luck. You're gonna need it. All in this company, I know. So those are the players, But first and foremost, again, I hated that you guys do this. Not you cosplayers out there. You guys are actually fine with this one. That the show puts them in such a bad time constraint to work on their cosplays. The show's like opening up, and it's like they have 7 days to complete it before the Kamikaze Expo, and I'm like, are you motherfucking nuts? Seriously, are you like cupping my balls here? Grabbing them? No complimentary reach. What the? It is in any right mind for any cosplayer. When you tell them make a cosplay, they're like, okay, and then they want to do like more of a complex cosplay. They want to put a lot of time and effort into it, and then you say you have 7 days before the con, and they're like, what? 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 It is near suicide to do something like that unless you have all the time in the world every day to do it. And even then, gathering supplies by itself is a pain in the ass because sometimes you can't find it in the store. You gotta order it online or make do with what you got. So again, I think like the show's giving out this feeling that it's like you can make a complex cosplay too in that same amount of time, but in reality you really can't if you work, go to school, have a life. Like you have to dedicate this, and it's not going to be as good as it should because like the great cosplays out there, some of the best works took months, even a year to complete or more. But with it, you see the quality, the craftsmanship, how the elegance of it. You see all the blood, the sweat, the tears that are put into this with the clear sense of I'm going to take my time with you to make sure you are the best thing. And you're telling some of the, you know, these really good veteran cosplayers to say 7 days before the con, go shoot yourself in the fucking head now. Yeah. Like if you want a decent cosplay, that's what you're gonna get, a decent cosplay. You know, that's how you're gonna get it. So that's my major gripe off the bat. And even then, it's like, yeah, you know, like I understand like YaYaHan's going to this, you know, event in Argentina for cosplayers and cosplay photographers, but they didn't need to show as much of it in this episode. Like I'd rather see, you know, the good thing is that they showed the cosplayers working their cosplays a bit more than the previous episodes, which that's good. I wish they showed a bit more, maybe like how they did it or how they worked on it, but it's getting a little bit better, or it's getting there. So overall, you know, it is just give them longer time frame, you assholes. It's not like these cons happen like 1 week right after another. Well, depending on the con, of course, because you do have some cons that are literally 1 week right after another if you're going to them. So, you know, with this, I guess I got my notes right here on my laptop because I was typing them down. You know, as far as the cosplays go, Indra, like, well, not Indra, actually, Chloe and Holly. Looks like they had like the easiest cosplays to make because they were doing Pokemon, but you know, Chloe was doing a very cute cosplay of a Pokemon, and Jessica was just being a Poke Trainer. Easy to do. That within 7 days can be done. Jessica, for her Pokemon for legendary Pokemon in 7 days, you kind of want to have it more than that. Like, you kind of need more time to do that. Jesse, his Mega Man cosplay, again, you know, in 7 days, wow. It came out better than I thought it would be. But at the same time, it could have been so much better. I'm sure he had that in the back of his mind when he was working on this and when he was first initially showing it on stage. In the back of this mind, I'm sure he was like, if I had more time, this would look more awesome. Which, the interesting thing to note is they actually showed 2 aspects of cosplaying that are very important. One, if you have a big-ass cosplay or a big-ass prop with your cosplay, it's going to be a pain in the ass to take it to the hotel room. That's what Jessica Holly found out with that big legendary Pokemon that Holly was cosplaying. The wings were big. And another important thing is Jesse had his cosplays in bins. I didn't think they were shipped, but they were just, traveled, these big, huge bins and stuff like that. And the first thing that got into my mind when he opened up the cover, how they were packed, I knew instantly. I'm like, oh, okay, some of the paint's going to be scratched on some of them. Like, it showed that you need to pack your stuff carefully in order for it to, in order to take care of it. Like, you gotta pack it carefully to make sure they won't. It doesn't get destroyed during the con, whether it be the structure is ruined to the smaller things like the paint is scratched, which means sometimes you need to bring the paint with you, but spray painting in a hotel room is kind of not allowed or really frowned upon, and you don't want to get stuck with the cleaning bill. So yeah, so make sure you pack your stuff appropriately. Personally, for me, bubble wrap. That shit's awesome. Indra, she had a easy cosplay to work with. Easy. She-Ra. She was doing that, and well, kind of easy. She she had to do. There are some pieces of armor, but overall, hers looked potentially easy enough. I would say more of a intermediate to experience level. But overall, what does this all come down to? The competition. And, they all got on there, and, Indra, actually, before I say Indra, she was still working her cosplay in the hotel room when she arrived, which showed to me that she didn't have enough time to do this, whether it be job, social life, etc. Like, I don't know any well, let me rephrase that. I don't know too many cosplayers that doesn't finish their cosplay, that has to keep working on the cosplay at a con. Like, I understand touch-ups and all that stuff. We all do that, but if you are getting into a competition, normally you would make sure your cosplay is finished before a con. But again, they were under time constraints, so it's understandable in this sense. But please, finish it before a con. So, I'm not going to talk about ladies on the internet, but I'm going to say, Chloe, you did Reddit. Reddit user right here. Of course, I'm looking for more karma points, so that's why I'm in reaction gifs, posting the Twilight Zone gifs. And so far, it's working. So, Chloe, give you major props. Woo! So, competition. Now, they all went up there. They all did their thing. Indra had a little anxiety. Jessie was kind of having a moment to herself as well. But overall, they all did their thing. And for the time they had to do it in, it turned out good. All of them were good. But the thing was, they were going against other cosplayers. You see, because Jessica, Holly, and Chloe were in the group competition of it. Jessie and Indra were in the the singles cosplay, like just by themselves, the singles cosplay competition, and they got their asses kicked. They got it kicked a lot. Like, that's the funny thing. That's like the running gag with this, is they have these people on there saying that they're the Heroes of Cosplay, or the ambassadors of cosplay, and yet they can't win any first, second, or third rankings in the competitions themselves. And the controversy on episode 6 of them saying, we're going to give you all this, and oh hey, if one of our cosplayers don't win, we take it all back. Yeah, because we're bitches. So, that was the thing. They did work. They did hard work on it. I salute them for that. But they didn't have enough time to make those cosplays great. They didn't have enough time, and it clearly showed when competing against the other cosplayers. Because if it was a cosplay like that by itself, it's good. It's solid. It's awesome. Especially the Mega Man one. Who doesn't love Mega Man? Am I right? But when you're competing against all those other cosplayers, it makes it look like child's play. Like we're like amateur hour almost. Like, oh god, because some of the cosplays out there were awesome. The Maleficent cosplay, great. Skull Kid from The Legend of Zelda, that was extremely well detailed. Then you also had a Metal Gear Rising, group cosplay. That was awesome. Even though I didn't like Metal Gear Rising as much because I'm, even though I'm a Metal Gear fan, which poster, but you also had like this. They dubbed him the Golden Wing Kid, but I forgot what anime he was from. Just watched the episode. Too lazy to bring it up, but there were some other great cosplays in there, which blew their cosplays out of the water. Because I love it when they show the judges talking about the cosplays and all the different cosplays that that they saw they're judging. Like, granted, yeah, they have to talk about theirs, but I got the feeling that it's like theirs were good, but it's just I want to talk about these, more. So it was to no surprise for me that none of them won. But they said that the experience of getting there, that was worth it. Of cosplaying, because I cosplay, and I don't do it for a paycheck. I don't do it for a prize. I don't do it to try to beat out everyone. I cosplay because I want to do it, and I want to have fun, and I want to do it with people around me who like it as well. Again, you had all these great cosplayers who were featured on the show, and also the ones who weren't, that they show that they did some great work. They didn't show much of. It was just more about competition. It was more about competing. The drama the crunching aspect was kind of there still. But to me, it was just more about, like, again, it's misrepresenting cosplay a little bit. I don't do this to compete. Other people that I know don't do it to compete. They do it because they want to. Why should you guys have to always have a competition with, like, why do you have to tell these cosplayers they got to do this competition? Why not do an episode where you give them enough time and you tell them just to do their thing? Go out on the floor, interact with other cosplayers. Why does it always have to be in a competition trying to strive for first, second, or third place, or even just get the fucking name on there, for Christ's sakes, or get someone more in there? Like, why not just tell them you can go around the floor, we'll follow you, and record your interactions with other cosplayers and people. Come on now. Let's get with the picture here. It's not that hard. You can go to, you can see how much. I always hated that. It's like, yeah, it's kind of fun to get to compete, but it's more fun to be within the community. The cosplay is a community, and you're only showing one side of it, not the other side. And that's why I hate Heroes of Cosplay. I don't hate the cosplayers on there. I do have my opinions on some of them, but I don't hate them. They do it because that's their passion. I see their passion. I see their work. It's just, this show doesn't show what the real Heroes of Cosplay can do. That you don't need to be on a show to be a hero. You don't need to be on a show to be an ambassador. If you cosplay, you are the ambassador. You are the hero. If you are afraid to cosplay Superman but get black, fuck it, do it. Just don't do it. Don't do something because someone else told you. Do it because you want to do it. Compete, and just don't cosplay to compete. Cosplay to have fun. You don't need to compete to have fun. You go on the floor, you can get, there will be chances of your pictures getting taken, and just have fun interacting with other cosplayers. That's it. That's all the show has to do. I'm a Mass Effect fan. Can't blame me. That's all I had to do. So, sadly, this This episode is not making it any better. It's kind of like staying exactly where it is. That's my opinion. I got another episode to go through. I hope this gets through to people. Please, just remember, cosplay is about having fun and being with other people. It doesn't mean you're doing this to compete to compete for the sake of spreading your name out more or getting a check. Don't do something you end up hating in the end. For those of you who haven't seen my previous Heroes of Cosplay opinion videos, check out the link below. Will be linked to the playlist. Also, feel free to put down your comments. What do you think about episode 7? Do you think episode 7 is getting better? The series is getting better or worse? What are your remarks on the cosplays? Because you got to admit that Skull Kid cosplay was fucking awesome. So, again, this is the Geeky Panda here on the Geeky Panda blog signing out. So remember, stay geeky, my friends. I don't know how long I can keep doing these opinion videos. They're killing me slowly.